how it tastes. Shawty, use a can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy. I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm foreign cars driving.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Fournette on the counter. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Looking to throw again on second down. Luck, and nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And Eifert has it. 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. So we got man.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there from McCaffrey. 41 yards to throw, Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. That's it. Watch the screen. 44, Mike, 44. Not today, you are. Not today. Check. Fresh out.
Looking to throw on second down. Bridgewater. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Set to valve. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails? Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 2nd and 15 now. Luck. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the outcut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 87 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And he'll kick this one away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. There he goes left side. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point try good by Gano, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the jet sweep, here's Westbrook. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Third and 2, Locke. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
You ain't doing nothing today. 11. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
They're going to go. It's Locke. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Here we go. 59.
Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Hey, check 24.
To throw is Bridgewater. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. On the ground, McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Delta.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. 4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they take a 17-14 lead. They had it 1st and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. They are going for it. It's Locke. Got his man. It's Eifert. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
First down, Jaguars.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tech.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw is Locke. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Taken in at the 22. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. With that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
Bridgewater on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Panther first down. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Bridgewater again. That one complete to Anderson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Luck. The open man is Westbrook. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Luck now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Mike out.
From the red zone now, Locke. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyler Eifert in the final seconds of the first half as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Mike, check, 59.
To the air again with Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
I'm not sure this is how they had it drawn out on paper, but this is going to work out for them and then some, right? They've got a big chunk they've got to pick up. They decide to check it down, and he just turns into a pure athlete and makes a huge play for them.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Anderson on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And this one is right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Check out. 5, 6, 3. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
On a jet sweep, here's Westbrook. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. Hey, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
First down, Jaguars.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah, after that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a fourth down play.
Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 45 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. On the jet sweep, here's Westbrook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On second down, here's Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 7 on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On second down and 4, Bridgewater into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it with Davis. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Locke. To Thompson on the screen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Luck throwing again. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Here's Luck. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Luck now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Luck. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
The yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's caught by Davis. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And this is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that'll make it third down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Here's Bridgewater. That's to his running back, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me.
They'll run with McCaffrey, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Let's go now. 59, Mike. 59, Mike. Check. 59. I'm coming for you, son. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". I'm going to run you over. Go. Let's go. Come on. 59. Hey, watch the lane.
Now Bridgewater. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They go with Thompson again. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Check 26.
Now Luck. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. He was covered by Trey Boston.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Luck now to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Luck. And this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing
a big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got